what I want to do first here today is show you something very interesting that I found on the internet. The polygamy page. Now we're talking about marriage, well, homosexuality, we'll be talking about gay marriage, and we're talking about this kind of issues. And I thought I'd show this to you. This guy argues that if you believe the Bible, then you have to be polypositive. That doesn't mean you have to have a lot of wives, but it means that you find polygamy to be a practice which people are morally free to do. So then he gives a bunch of stuff on polygamy in the Old Testament, polygamy in the New Testament. I think that's a little bit of a stretch there. But I wanted to take you to some of the practical aspects of polygamy. Now this is great. Here are some benefits. Automatic child care in a sexist society gives women more effective choice to have a career without devaluing the role of homemaker.
Wednesday's gonna work good.
Yeah, someone's always there to take care of the kids, even if you have to work.
Pinch hitter.
Yeah. Being able to marry men who are already married means that women can marry men who have already proved themselves, therefore minimizing the risk. What do you think about that, Rachel? No.
I think this is great.
Being able to marry the men who attract most women means they don't have to settle just for what's left over after other women have the best pickings. See?
This is awesome.
Having the possibility that a husband can remarry without divorce extends practical security to a woman. And you're less likely to be divorced because, you know, the man will just add another one to his harem. She needn't worry about losing her husband in income as she loses her looks. Because if her husband is attracted by a younger woman, he doesn't even have to think about leaving his wife.
I'm doing this for you, honey.
Polygamy removes the pressure on a husband to commit adultery. Now how's that? It removes damaging deceit from a marriage. So you just redefine adultery, right? I mean, just
boom, problem solved.
Yeah. Polygamy, oh, you'll love this one. Polygamy provides a method where a woman can have a female friend for life as well as a husband.
I'm sure they love each other.
A female friend, yeah. Yeah, like Rachel and Leah got along real well.
Yeah.
Polygamy, therefore, provides more people and a better chance of meeting diverse needs. Polygamy provides a potential for at least 3 adult incomes, reducing state dependence and the fear of unemployment. Now, I have heard, you know, thinking of state dependence, I have heard of somewhere in Utah, you know, where they do practice polygamy. Now, it's not officially sanctioned by the Utah church, where the church is usually Christ of Latter-day Saints, but there are some fundamentalist sects among them that still practice it. So, what I've heard is that in some cases there are families, there are guys who marry maybe several wives. One wife, though, they get married to one according to the state, because they only have one legal marriage. And then a few others that are, you know, marriages through the church, but only one legal marriage. And so these ladies that all live in the same, probably huge home, what they are legally are what?
Concubine.
No, they're single parents.
Yeah.
And they have these kids, and they apply for benefits from the state.
That's clever.
I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it?
In
I actually
Utah.
kind of know a woman who does that.
Really?
Well, she's divorced, but she's not really.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
When is Pentecostal?
Here are some controls here. If a woman wants to have another sexual partner in a polygamous relationship, in a polygamous system, then he has to meet his responsibilities. To pay for any children produced for his relationships without priority given to those from the legal relationship. Polygamy removes or reduces the seduction of innocent young women. And I think this is a benefit. How does that remove the seduction of innocent young women? Because if a man promises to marry her, he cannot use his existing marriage as an excuse for not fulfilling his promise. You see how it removes that kind of seduction? And then, okay, last and best of all here, polygamy reduces the number of women who are available. Right?
That's a good thing.
Okay, this is part of the argument. Currently, with more women than men, this cheapens women. Right? Law of supply and demand, right? With less women available, their value goes up. So you see how this is so much more honoring to women? You know, that their value goes up. In other words, polygamy makes men have to try harder and do better with women if they are to win them in competition with other men.
Wait, but they wouldn't be in competition because they could just marry them too.
Huh?
Couldn't the woman just marry the other guy? Have multiple husbands?
No, you can't do that.
Oh, I thought that's what
Polyandry.
you were talking
That's
Guys
polyandry.
only.
No, we don't want to do that.
about. Oh.
And maybe they do. Maybe they do.
I don't think they would.
I mean, you know, if polygamy is all right, then polyandry is all right as well. Right? Although you don't see that in the Bible, I don't think. But. All right. Well, obviously that's all bunk. Certainly not according to the plan of God. But there are guys out there that argue that. And if gay marriage is approved, what is stopping polygamy from being approved? Huh?